Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving deep into the world of cryptocurrency airdrops. You know, when new projects give out free tokens just for being part of their community. Now, the old way of doing this, farming, is a serious grind. But we're going to show you how to turn that whole process into an automated adventure using a powerful strategy that costs you basically nothing. But first, why do we even need this? Well, let's start with a problem every single airdrop farmer knows way too well. Just look at this comment. The manual grind is just an insane drain on your time and your resources. It's this constant battle that, let's be honest, is just not sustainable for most people.
I mean, think about it. The manual farming process is so laborious. You're clicking, you're claiming, you're swapping, you're posting, day in and day out. It's endless. But what if you could just completely flip the script and change the rules of the game?
This comparison really says it all, doesn't it? The difference is night and day. We're talking about a massive shift from a high-effort, low-return grind to a smart, scalable, automated system that is literally working for you 24/7, even when you're asleep. So, the big question is, how do we make that shift? Well, every hero needs their weapon. And for this quest, we've got two of them.
First up is Clawbot. The easiest way to think about this is like your own personal AI assistant. It runs locally right on your own machine, which is huge, and it takes your plain English commands and just turns them into action. This is the brain of our whole operation.
And this is where the real magic happens. You see how these tools work together? Clawbot is the commander, and it executes these powerful Python scripts that use something called the web3.py library. That combo is what lets it talk directly to any blockchain, automating all those swaps, claims, and literally anything else you need it to do. Okay, so we have our new weapon. Where do we point it? Well, this right here is your treasure map. We are focusing only on testnet projects. You can think of those as practice networks where nothing costs real money, and points-based systems. The key is, none of this requires your own capital. This is the zero-cost farming route.
Our first stop is Monad. This is one of the most hyped-up Layer 1 projects out there. The key here is all about testnet activity. Your automation script and handle claiming those free test tokens from the faucet every single day and interacting with the apps. That frees you up to focus on the human stuff, like earning those really crucial roles in their Discord.
Next up, we explore Story Protocol, which is this really fascinating new idea for putting intellectual property on the blockchain. It's in a super active testnet phase right now, which means there are tons of zero-cost opportunities to mint assets and complete social tasks to just rack up those experience points. And of course, no adventure is complete without a few side quests in some major ecosystems. In Barachain, the whole place is just ripe with opportunities. And then there's Sonium, which is Sony's new blockchain. Yeah, that's Sony. You can get it on the ground floor just by using their testnet bridge. But look, having the tools and the map, it isn't quite enough. To really succeed in this quest, you have to have discipline. So think of this as your daily training guide. This is how you maximize rewards and, just as important, how you avoid getting flagged as just another simple bot. This daily quest log gives you the perfect structure for your automation scripts. Your bot can handle the daily faucet claims, no problem. You can have it do the social check-ins. Then, a few times a week, it performs those on-chain interactions. It's all about making sure your wallets stay active and you stay on track for that big reward. And right here, these are three absolutely critical rules to live by. First, use a separate burner wallet for all this stuff. Never ever put your real funds in your farming wallet. Second, be super skeptical of direct messages. 99% of them are scams. And third, stay consistent. Zero-cost farming is a marathon, not a sprint. All right, now let's put everything we've learned together for a final challenge. This is where we get to see the full, raw power of our automated system. And we're going to use the hugely anticipated Polymarket airdrop as our target. Now, for Polymarket, the automation gets even slicker. The community has actually built a specialized Clawbot skill just for this. It's called Polyclaw. This tool automates almost everything you could possibly need, from engaging on social media to tracking your eligibility. And the best part, you do it all without spending a single dime on gas fees. And you might think this sounds super complicated, but setting it up is actually really straightforward. You install Clawbot, you install the skill, and you prep your accounts. After that, what used to be hours of daily work becomes just a few simple commands you can send from your phone. And here is the payoff. Just look at this.
You are completely automating these high-contribution tasks, like posting on social media and tracking your eligibility. It saves you a massive amount of time while keeping your presence strong and visible in that project's community.
The ability to scale this is just incredible. By running this same strategy across, say, multiple accounts, you could easily save over 20 hours of manual work every single month, all while you are potentially doubling your airdrop returns. It's a game changer.
So there you have it. We have walked through the entire quest. We started with the problem, we put together the tools, we laid out the treasure map, and we even showed you the ultimate automated strategy.
So, what's the big takeaway here? Let's recap. Manual farming is officially outdated. By combining a local AI agent like Clawbot with the power of Python, you've got a complete toolkit and a clear map to completely change how you approach airdrop farming forever. This disciplined, automated strategy, that's the path to success.
And that concludes our explainer. We've given you the code, the strategy, and the targets. So really the only question left to ask is, where will you begin your own automation adventure?
Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are tackling one of the biggest grinds in all of crypto, airdrop farming. We're going to explore a pretty wild question. What if you could turn that whole repetitive process into, well, a fully automated adventure?
All right, so let's just get right to it. The big question on everyone's mind. Can you really automate airdrop farming? I mean, fully automated? Is that even possible? It sounds almost like magic, right? Putting all those endless manual clicks on complete autopilot. But here's the thing. The tools to do just that might be a lot closer than you realize.
You know, the source material we're looking at today points out something really interesting. It says the biggest challenge in this whole game, it's not some crazy complex strategy, it's not a lack of projects to farm. Nope, it's just inconsistency. It's burnout. There's this great phrase they use, fishing for 3 days, drying nets for 2. And that just nails it, doesn't it? You go hard for a few days, then you're just so over the repetitive tasks that you stop. Well, that's the exact problem we're going to try and solve today. And that brings us to this core idea, a concept called zero-cost airdrop farming. Honestly, you should think of it like a specific game mode in crypto. The whole point is to earn potentially massive rewards from new projects. But here's the catch. Your main resource isn't your money. It's your time. It's your diligence. It's showing up every single day. Okay, so the manual quest, your 2026 navigation map. Before we can automate anything, you got to know the game board, right? So let's quickly walk through what the manual path to success looks like. So the source we're looking at lays out 4 key levels to explore, and these are some of the hottest projects out there. You've got Monad, which is the super hyped layer 1 everyone's talking about. Then there's Story Protocol, which is all about intellectual property on-chain, super interesting stuff. Chain, focusing on its liquidity ecosystem, and get this, Sonium, a new layer 2 project from Sony. Yeah, that's Sony. Each one of these is a huge opportunity, a world you can dive into with testnet tasks and social engagement to earn your spot. And wow, this table right here, this is the daily quest log. This is the grind we've been talking about. Let's be real, this is not a set it and forget it kind of deal. If you want to stay in the game, and more importantly, not get flagged as a bot, you've got this checklist you have to hit every single day. We're talking claiming test tokens, saying GM in Discord, doing a few swaps on chain, and then trying to keep track of all your points. It's a lot. Okay, but what if you had a power-up? A companion that could handle that whole daily quest log for you? Well, that's exactly what we're talking about next. This is it right here, the core difference. On the left, that's you, grinding it out. It's repetitive, it eats up your time, and it's basically a one-way ticket to burnout. But on the right, that's you with an automated questing companion. Suddenly, commands are executed instantly. You're saving a ton of time, like over 80%, and you get that perfect, consistent 24/7 activity that projects are looking for. Oh, and it can manage multiple accounts at once. Game changer. And here's what makes Clawbot so cool, and frankly, so different. This is absolutely crucial. It's not some cloud service where you're sending your private keys and data to who knows where. No way. Clawbot is a personal AI agent that runs locally on your own machine. Think of it like your own personal crypto robot that lives on your computer. This means you have full control, full security, and you control it just by sending simple text messages. It's wild. So how do you learn the spells? How do you master this automation skill? Well, it's all about teaching your new companions some powerful moves. basically giving it a spell book built with some pretty simple Python scripts. And look, it sounds complicated, but it's actually pretty straightforward. It's a 3-step process. 1, you install Clawbot on your local machine with just one command. 2, you write a little Python script for a task. That's your spell, right? You save it. And 3, you just text your bot in plain English from Telegram or WhatsApp. Something like, hey, go run my monad claim script. And boom, it just does it. Now, don't freak out when you see code. You really don't have to be a coding wizard for this. The spell itself can be as simple as this one line of code you see here. That's it. That little snippet is the command that talks directly to the blockchain and tells the smart contract, hey, give me my rewards. It's incredibly powerful. All right, theory is one thing, but now it's time for the final boss. Let's do a case study and see how we can conquer a real-world project, the super hyped Polymarket airdrop. The Polymarket strategy is just perfect for this. It's pure automation. Why? Because it's a zero-cost opportunity. You don't need funds, you don't need to pay gas fees. It's all about racking up points by doing social tasks and monitoring what's happening. And that, well, that's something an automated agent can do way better than any human, 24/7, without ever getting tired. So what's your attack plan? It's literally just a list of simple commands you can text your bot. Things like Clawbot, post some analysis on trending markets on X, or hey, invite some friends to the Discord. And maybe the most critical one, set up a script that constantly monitors your wallet's XP on Polymarket and pings you the second it updates. You're basically directing your own little army. And here it is, mission complete. Think of this as your victory screen. This table from the source material breaks down the payoff. A simple command like post X analysis saves you all the time you would have spent on that, and it's a high-impact way to contribute points. Eligibility tracking, automatic, and absolutely critical. This is the power of automation in action. All right, the boss is defeated. Let's talk loot and wisdom. It's time to go over some pro gamer tips and, some really important final warnings. Okay, listen up, because these reminders from the pros are absolutely non-negotiable. Seriously. First, wallet isolation. Always use a burner wallet for this stuff. A fresh wallet with no real funds in it. This keeps your main asset safe. Second, you have to be paranoid about scams. Assume 99% of DMs you get about airdrops are trying to drain your wallet. Just ignore them. And finally, remember, automation is the tool. It does the clicking, but you are still the strategist. You're the one calling the shots. So, there you have it. That's our look at turning the airdrop grind into an automated quest. And it leaves us with a pretty big question to think about, doesn't it? As these AI agents become our new companions, our little digital sidekicks, is the ultimate skill no longer about playing the game yourself? Or is it about becoming the best at building the player who plays for you?